Yo, what's good, everyone? It's your boy, the best in the world at what I do, the homie Meech, and you're tuning into Space to Place podcast. Joining me, I got the OG family. You feel me? We're short down one person. Old age is getting to her, but
Oh my
thoughts and
God.
prayers for her. She's not
She's
dead. She's
fine.
old. But how's
No,
everybody
she's
doing
just
this
blaming
afternoon?
her old. She's
This
in her
evening?
30s. She's fine. We're hanging in there.
We're good. What's going on, everybody?
Doing good. Surprised they had me on morning shift today, on the Lord today. Kind of crazy, but it is what it is. I'm back home. So if this is my schedule from now on, we can probably pop these podcasts out a lot earlier. Just so everybody's free time in the evening is there. But
Right.
as always, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Get those downloads on Spotify rolling, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to make it out the hood with this. You feel me? We outside. I'm tired of eating oodles and noodles for the past 27 years, man. I ain't ever
You're
had a...
fine.
I don't know. Ramen
Oh my
noodles
God.
ain't doing it no more. You feel me? All that cholesterol in there. It's not good for the heart. But...
All right.
let's get right into it. So if you haven't been on TikTok, but I don't know if you haven't been on TikTok, but church date been trending basically this whole week. And I ain't gonna lie, when I first saw this clip and it was sent in the chat, I was like, she's just making up stuff. At this point, this is nasty. But we're gonna go right into it. I wasn't able to find the original audio, so we're just gonna use somebody else's TikTok to share it. And let us know what y'all think, chat, because it's crazy. Okay, let me go right back to it. All right, let's
Going
go.
to church. But I was late to the date.
The church date lady is who y'all think the coffee date lady is, right? And I want to highlight a couple things. She got this date practically for free. She did everything y'all told her to do. She took the coffee. She's going to church. Church is practically free. And she still wasted his time. And this was something that I was trying to highlight in my last video, is that if a woman doesn't like you, it's going to be a waste of time, a wasted effort. It doesn't matter what you do, okay? And the coffee date lady, if you watched her video series as she's going at people, she said she doesn't like coffee, okay? That was all she said. She said she don't like coffee. And she gave him an alternative, right? And in this case, she took the coffee date. She took the church date and still wasted his time. She was late. She made him late. And for people who didn't see the full video, what happened was they pull up to the church parking lot and he goes in. She's in the car doing her makeup or whatever the case may be, or, getting herself together. He leaves the key. He says, hey, you come in when you are ready to come in, when you're done what you're doing. Cool. I don't know what the fuck happened, but she calls her friend and tells her friend to come pick her up from the date. Okay. He gets a little nervous and says, hey, everything going good outside? She says, no, I'm about to leave. Okay. And so now they're getting to a confrontation because she's mad at him because she made him late for church. Okay. They got there at 10 a.m. on the dot. Church is starting. They're in there probably doing devotion or whatever the case may be. He wants to get it. He doesn't want to miss that. And that's kind of the conversation that I was having, was that y'all mad at the coffee lady. She didn't waste that man's time. She told that man that's not what she wanted, and they moved on with their lives. This woman took the date, still became a nuisance, and still started shit for free.
Okay, so I went on a date.
So I couldn't find the original footage, but long story short, the lady in the video, she basically summarizing it, she went on a date with someone who obviously goes to church, right? He told her church starts at 10 a.m. on the dot. You know how serious church people get, you feel me? So she left her place around like 9:20. Then she was like, oh, I want to go get some Starbucks. So she took the time that he was like, hey, church starts at 10. She wanted to be like, you go ahead and get some Starbucks coffee real quick on the way to church. Which is nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that, okay? You feel me? You get what you get. Just make sure you on time. Then I want to say, as they got there around 10 o'clock exactly, she made up some, what was it? She's like, I'm getting myself together, which is fine, X, Y, and Z. You want to look good, look presentable in the church. What got me was, I need to rub oil on the bottom of my feet. Once she said that, I was like, yeah, she wastes this brother's time. She didn't want to go on this date for real. She did not want to, because I've never in my 27 years of living on this earth have ever heard anyone say I need to rub oil on the bottom of my feet before I go into church. Never. And she had the audacity to be like, am I tripping, guys? Am I tripping, X, Y, and Z? If you look at the comments in the original video, the women are just shaking their head, disappointed. Disappointed in sis. They're like, you got me agreeing with a man on Monday morning? Sis, what's wrong with you? Because because everyone agrees, like, you ultimately wasted this man's time. And let's be for real, you didn't want to go on this date. Sloan, do not try to cope for
He
this
may
lady.
have wanted to, but it's the lack of time management skills, urgency. You had
Yeah.
church started at 10. She got picked up at 9:20. You had 40 minutes to get to church post being picked up, and you trying to do all this, taking your time.
If you know you like to, if you know you like to get coffee or have something before you go to whether it's church or whatever, and this is like a thing you know you have to be on, it's the no reliability or no, like, again, like Simi said, urgency. Like, girl, you know, it's different if you just going to church for yourself and whatever, and you just going to church, you know, you like to do all that stuff in the car and oil your feet and all this other stuff. It's fine. But if people are waiting for you, take some accountability and be like, you know what? My beat don't have to be the best beat this morning. I'm here to be with this person at church, to be with him. Yeah, as long as I look decent, I can do the stuff to oil my feet, because Demetrius, that is a thing. You wouldn't know. I feel like I grew up my grandma saying stuff like that. If you're wearing sandals, or you don't want your feet looking rough if you ain't getting no pedicure or nothing. Just have the bottom, the heels looking okay. But
Better wear some socks. I don't know what to tell you.
that's different.
Or
You're not the girl. Okay.
Prepared before. Why are you oiling your feet before you like literally get to your destination? Like,
I
right,
understand.
you get
Maybe
out.
you
No,
ain't noticed.
car.
Maybe you didn't know she was ashy before you left. I don't know. If you ain't driving, did she go with him?
Yeah.
Like, they drove together? So
Yeah.
you didn't sit and do anything when y'all was driving to the location.
Yeah.
You just
that's
waited
the
until
thing.
he stopped the car to put your lotion on. A different
And she
thing.
put
But
her lip gloss and do all.
yeah, it's just no sense of accountability, honestly, when it comes to where you know you gotta be somewhere at a certain time. Girl, I don't think it's like, oh, she was wasting his time. I think she was, I don't know what she was doing. Sis was just
treating
Wasting
it as,
his time. Let's
No,
call it how it is.
I think she was treating it as if it was a regular kind of date.
yes.
Like,
I
this
think
is like, oh, we're gonna go eat at a restaurant, or we're gonna go to like a movie or something. Like, he was like, oh yeah, we got time to waste, basically, because it doesn't matter as long as we're like going or gonna sit somewhere. Whereas with church, it's an intended start time, end time. You need to be in your seat by a certain time kind of place.
Yeah. It's not like we're just going to the park. It's just like we're going to a specific thing that starts and ends at a certain time. You wouldn't do all that stuff if you were going to like the movies or something, because the movie starts at a set time and ends at a certain time. You ain't walking in the middle of the movie.
But even with the
And
movie
this is-
example, some people
Yeah.
wait till 20 minutes after. Like, they don't get to the movie when it starts because they know they're.
Exactly.
So they're like, okay, we can get there 20, 30 minutes late because before the actual show time, because we'll actually get to see the movie and not have to sit through all the trailers.
And
Whereas
also,
with
it was
her,
yeah, and it was a date at his church. So these are all his people, his community and stuff. So it's like, oh, who's this little friend you done brought to church? And now the girl laid outside, and y'all walking in late, and y'all doing all this stuff. You doing too much, girl. You doing a little too much. I'm not agreeing with the men, because I never would do that in my life. But what she did was not cool. That's all I have to
she
say.
was inconsiderate, disrespectful, just at the core, wasting his time. In her heart of hearts, she didn't want to be there. So she showed it in
That's
her
what I'm
actions.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
I
showed
don't
it
know
in
if
her
she just didn't
actions.
want to be there. It's to
Nah.
her, she was just like, oh, I'm uncomfortable. I didn't want to be here because he left. To me, if I'm going somewhere with somebody, if you invite me to somewhere, I expect to I'm not walking, don't leave me and walk around, be like, oh, social. No. I came here with you, so I intended to be here with you the whole time. So for him to walk inside without her, for me personally, I would be nervous about walking in by myself. Because if you new to the church, if you're a stranger, they were like, did you come in with anybody? And then you sitting all the way at the front of the church, and you sitting over here, and now I gotta walk between people to find you. Too much.
Maybe
I don't
he
think
went
I
to
would
go
have
get their seats and didn't expect her to be long.
I
don't know.
think I would.
Like,
To be
in
real,
church
I don't think.
episode, but when he said he needed to be in there seated, they got there exactly 10 on the dot. He's like, no, I'm already pushing past the time Ben wanted to be in my seat. I will be seated. I will be in that church come 10 o'clock, whether you're with me or not.
right.
And I think maybe that was the issue. I don't think I would have liked that either. I don't think personally I wouldn't have came in either. Because if that's my first time there, I would have liked to come with you. Maybe I would have texted you and be like, hey, can you meet me at, the doors or something. But, I don't know. I don't think I don't personally. I
don't see any issue with that.
Social anxiety. I wouldn't have went in either. And for him to get mad and be like, well, you taking all this time. You've been to that church your whole life. You can walk in late. What? It's not that deep. It's just church.
Nah, I think it's the
He
principle.
said,
I think she was just
"Please
making
hold
up any.
still."
She, in her heart of hearts, didn't want to be there, and she was showing in her actions. She was making up any excuse
I don't
to
know.
just leave. Like,
Simone, let's call a spade, my boy. No, she clearly did not want to be at that church, or no, just be on the date in general. She did not want to be there.
It's not that serious, I think, to me. I am.
I don't think church is a date, because what part of that are we interacting? We are sitting in this. That's like going to me. It's like going to the movies as a date. Like we're not hanging out. We're not talking to each other. We're not getting to know one another. We're just sitting in a place together.
Well, I think it's a church is a date, but it's not a first date. And I think it's a date once we've known each other for a while. Let me see what you look like in this spiritual side of you. But it's not like a first date or like if we're in the space of getting to know each other. Kind of.
Okay,
date.
so well,
I don't think so.
What were you saying,
Personally.
Well, I would just like to say that she completely wasted that brother's time.
No, she didn't.
There is no reason for
Y'all
you
belly
to
aching
be.
now.
What do you mean, Simone? How are you going to show up to another brother church, stay in the car when 10 o'clock service is starting, and you still in the car, Dilly? What are you doing? She like
and then
Sam
you
said,
call your friend to come pick you up without telling him until he
like Sam
worried
said,
about you.
he
Like,
did not
are you
want
okay in
to
the car
be
yet?
at that church. Her
Well, he did
spirit
for
was not in the
God.
right place. Her heart was not in it at all. She did not want to be there. What do you mean you
She
oil in the
might
bottom
have.
of your feet?
She-
Stop giving
People
this
do
lady
that, Nitra.
excuses.
You don't put lotion on
No, no.
before you get. Sometimes when you rushing and doing all this other stuff, before
Simone,
you get to the
they
location,
left
you
at
put on some.
Simone.
You put on some
You
chapstick.
couldn't put the lotion
You
on
put
in
on
Simone,
the
some
church.
they left
lotion.
at
Had a little bottle
9:20.
in your purse and put it on in the church.
But
Come on.
Simone, they left at 9:20. You telling me in the 40 minutes that it took to get to the church, you couldn't do all of that in the car?
Some people
You
don't
had to
do
wait
that in the
till
car. Some
stop
people wait
giving
till
this
they get to
lady
the
excuses.
location, Demetrius. Some people
Stop
wait. I'm
giving
just
this lady
saying.
excuses. She did not want to be there.
Some people just see it as it's just church. It doesn't need something that you need to be timed. It's not my church. I didn't build the building. I'm just a visitor. It's as come
And
as
that
you
right
are.
there just
I don't
proves
have
she
to
did
be here
not
at,
want to
at
be
the
there.
start of
It was
service
not.
when they doing everything.
I mean,
I don't
I'm
gotta
of the
show up
principle
right
like
when they open the doors.
where there's a will, there's a way. When you really want to do something, you're gonna do it, and you're not gonna make excuses about it.
And she
You
clearly
know,
did not want to. The fact that she called her friend
I
and
don't
was
know.
like, come pick me
I don't
up
know. I don't want to say
like
she
the
when
didn't
church
want
phrase,
started
to.
at
I
10
if
just don't
she
is
think it
crazy.
wasn't.
if she wanted to,
It
she
wasn't a
would.
priority. No, I think it just
It
wasn't
wasn't
a
a priority to
priority
her.
to her. Well, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't a priority to her to be there before 10 o'clock. Because if it was, I don't know, if I'm bringing someone and we got to be here somewhere, we would have left way before 9:30. While we leave, there's not enough time
No,
in
I don't.
between
I think
all
that's.
that stuff. Because I would have took into
Let's keep the main
consideration,
issue
oh,
the
she likes,
main issue.
We did do this
nah.
thing. We meet me there. Only because we actually like do stuff in our church. Like we're a part of the whole, I don't know. I don't want to call it a performance. The whole day of church. So,
Yeah.
we're playing the music for guys. We're doing all this stuff. So we normally, like growing up, we would get to church, say church started at 10. We're getting there at 9.
Right.
So even if I'm bringing somebody else, we're still getting there way before. If I haven't already been like, oh yeah, guys, I'm bringing somebody else to church. Can someone, be at the church to play the music while I go pick this person up? We're getting there by 9:30.
Exactly.
We're not.
I've done that.
We're
I've
not.
still been on time
So
to
I'm gonna
church.
head to your house. Like when I leave our house to head to church, I'm really going to their house.
Yeah.
Or their place. Or I'm just gonna be like, I'm texting you the location, and I'll come and meet you at the car when you get here. Cause this whole can we go to Starbucks? No. You're gonna need a Keurig pod today. I'm sorry, no. We're not stopping at Starbucks. Girl, we can go to Dunkin' and you're going in. But we're
Or
not
you just
stopping.
or you just don't drink nothing.
Exactly. Get you up.
You can
Right,
stay
or get
awake
it
for 2
after.
hours.
Like
You don't need coffee for the hour and a half or hour and some change the church gonna be.
There's bottles of water at the church. You'll be all right.
Go drink some water. You be all right.
There's water fountains at the church.
And there's
That's
no
another thing
putting
I
on
wanted
lotion and stuff
to.
during church. That
That's
decorating
another thing I
yourself,
wanted
drawing
to
too much
point out
attention. You know,
too.
whatever crap they would say to us.
I would have
That's
said
another
like,
thing I
bro,
wanted to
there's a
point out.
bathroom in the church. You could go run right when we get in there. I'll show you to where the restrooms are, and then I don't know, wait outside the restroom. But as long as we are in the physical building by time or before church starts, we are good. But that whole, all right, well, we done pulled into the parking lot, let's go. You're like, hold on, I gotta put on my lip gloss.
It's just lip gloss.
Like,
I
That's
could do
another
that
thing
walking
I.
to the door.
exactly.
That's
That's
another
the
thing
thing.
I
Like,
wanted to say
like
too, because
every reason for us to be late or like procrastinate or putting it off more and more before we can even.
It didn't seem like it was that urgent and stuff to her. So it's just like, we're just going to church. But to him, it was just like, no, this is church. This is like a
This is my-
pivotal thing in my life. I want to be there. And to her, it wasn't like that. So for him to go in without her, she took offense to it. And she was just like, he don't really care if I'm here or not because he went in without me. But to him, she was like, I really want her there. She's taking so long, let me call her. But it was already busting up for her.
But if you're
So
gonna
she
go
probably
about it
was
from
like,
that
well, he don't care.
standpoint, he was giving
don't-
her the time to do what she needed to do, like said she had to do. She wanted to put on lotion or do whatever
Right.
else, makeup. He gave her the keys, like, yeah, finish up and get in the church. Like he wasn't rushing her or none of that. Like she just wanted another excuse to be gone.
He said,
In my
yeah,
opinion.
I need building. I'm not coming in late. Because it could have been like the church his family attends. So they're all looking around like, where's so-and-so? Where he at? And it's like, I'm not waiting outside. And my reason being because she needed to put her lip gloss on. So he just
that's another thing I wanted to say too. Like from what I've gathered from the original TikTok, it's clear that this brother is clearly like he's into the church. He's like very like if he's saying 10 o'clock on the dot, yo, shorty, 10 o'clock on the dot, we in the doors. Like he's clearly had like given his life to Christ and X, Y, and Z, or he either grew up in the church and it's just become a thing in his life,
or he
and
respects
takes his
it,
religion
you know,
very-
like, and wants to be
and
prompt and on time, you know.
exactly. It's clearly a part of his life. So for you to
Yeah.
sit there and be like, oh well, I'm gonna stay in the car and get my lip gloss X, Y, and Z, or I'm gonna go and get Starbucks, knowing how we don't know if the line was busy or not. The average Starbucks, you might
It's
not
Starbucks on a Sunday.
on a
it's gonna be
Sunday
good.
too. Exactly. So you was really pushing your luck with the Starbucks right then and there. And then
That's what-
that whole all in the bottom of your feet. Sorry. Once you said that, once those words came out, I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. You can go ahead. Clearly I got something to do in the church. If I'm telling you church starts at 10, you don't know what his position is in the church. He could probably be in the sound room, or he could probably just be a part of the congregation, the praise team, you know, X, Y, and Z, tithes and offering, whatever.
Or he could
But it's
right-
clear to me that he's taking this very seriously. Like,
Right, even if he's just a
religion is part of
visitor
his
or
life.
like a member of the church and just sits in the pew, like in the congregation, he's serious about what he's doing. Like he just doing what he do and being prompt and ready.
And
That's
for
why I
you
think
to
it's-
not respect that just shows that you didn't want to be there in the first place.
All right.
Mhm.
That's why when it comes to
Are we
choosing
That's what
lying?
it shows, man. Like she
You
was
gotta
telling in her actions what she really wanted or didn't want, which was
That-
him.
really need to be
Because she would have been a
choose
perfect little church member if she really liked him. You know?
Nah, I don't think
Exactly.
I don't think that. But all right.
don't be weird. Anyway,
She would have been
um,
on her P's and Q's, all that,
No.
probably church outfit, church hat, everything.
every church member ain't the same. But I mean, like that's why
I know,
you need
but
to
I'm
be
saying,
choosy the person you pick to be your partner in life and everything. Because they could have both been people who attend church, but what kind of church member are you? The one that it's going to church is so ingrained in your who you are that it's a part of your weekly schedule, regardless of where you are, or is it like, oh yeah, I go to church, and that's it? Like, oh yeah, I'll attend. I get there. I'll be in the seat. Versus, oh yeah, they asked me to go grab the waters from the back, or I'm helping with this, or I'm in the sound room, or I'm prompt and ready. I have my assigned seat when it comes to the church I attend. Versus, what just like, yeah, I go to church. I'll be in there.
Honestly, it just really just comes down to a matter of having respect for the individual. And if it's clear that, and if you pick the date for church, it's clear that they, like you guys said, it's clear that they've been together or like they've been seeing each other for a while now. For you to be
I
like,
think
okay,
they
I
said it
want
was
you to
the
come.
first date.
Was it the first date?
I think in the video it was the first date.
Oh well, never mind then.
That's why I
we
was
need to
just
talk
like,
about
that's
that
why
too.
I said I don't think it's a good first date. Because one, how are we getting to know each other if we're sitting in a congregation for about an hour and a half? Sure, we're getting to know each other
Okay.
on our spiritual side, but we're not talking.
I don't
we're not.
see me. Yeah, like that's what you can do after. Like there could be more to the date afterwards. Like maybe going to get ice cream or something. Y'all can talk about the service, talk about your faith or whatever. You know, doesn't have to be that
Or
Bible study or sermon. It just has to. Maybe y'all are both two spiritual people, or something of that manner. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a way to connect with another person. Some people. I mean, I would do that. That's cool. You just
yeah,
make it more than just about church. Like you go to church as the beginning and then go get pizza or ice cream, talk about it, chop it up, you know,
Go
reflect.
to the Golden
you know.
Corral afterwards.
Yeah, anyway,
Okay,
it doesn't
so-
matter.
So, since it is the first day, okay, I think I remember. Yeah, it was the first date. Me personally,
We wouldn't
I'm
do
not
that.
doing that. I'm not.
Exactly.
If for a
There's so
first
many.
date at the church, I'm
If we
sorry.
just so happen to be talking and it falls, oh, we should go on a date, and it so the next few days happen to be on a weekend. What happened to Saturday?
Like,
That's what
let's
I'm
say you
saying.
wanted to
Like,
go take someone out on a date, and you're like, oh no, I can't go there. They have church. Well, let's go to your church before, and then go to where we supposed to be going. Like that type of thing could happen. You know, schedule wise. Like, yeah, we'll go to church,
Me
your church service, because it lasts maybe
going
about an hour, and then go to wherever we're gonna go. And you know, that's just part of the date. I don't think it's that big a
me
deal. Like,
I mean,
Sabbath.
if
I'm
it
going.
lands on the Sunday, that's understandable. If she's willing or if he's willing to come to your church and then y'all go do whatever afterwards, okay, that shows okay they serious about it or something. They're like they actually giving the opportunity to go. We don't know if they're religious or not, X, Y, and Z, but they're giving the chance. They actually took the effort to come. Now, outside of that, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not bringing a shorty to the church on the first date. If I don't know you like that, hey, Friday, Saturday, yo, we got the arcades, we got bowling, we got the theaters, paintball, Dave and Buster's. Let me get to know you first before I even attempt to bring you into something like religion or like my religious beliefs, because I don't know you. I could be like, yeah, I'm a Christian. You feel me? Next thing you know, oh, I'm an atheist. Yeah, we can't hang, gang. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Wrap
You don't
it
want to
up.
date no atheist?
No, sorry,
could be
can't
the
hang with
you
that.
could potentially be the reason why they
I ain't
believe,
potentially be
or
no.
you could believe that nonsense
Come
they
back.
say in church, man leading the household, and you could carry the faith for the both of y'all.
Yeah.
I'm cool off of that.
You can't.
Nonsense they
Nah,
Someone's spiritual walk is their own. You can't pick up some. You can't walk for somebody else in their
yeah,
own walk.
yeah.
But
Nah, mm-mm.
outside of that,
But
yeah, it's just it just depends.
but
Or
I
maybe
think
they're
ultimately,
like spiritual.
it just comes down to, I think, well, if it's the first date, first of all, first date, from watching the video, fellas, ladies, don't bring your person who you're trying to connect with to the church. I'm not gonna lie to you, because one, you
You
don't know if
can't
that person is as
know
faithful
who you're
as
dating,
you. Yeah, about to say, know who you're dating first of all. I
because
honestly, I would give that about like a
you would
couple
have known
months.
her lack of urgency and lack of time management skills had you gotten to know her or
I
been on
mean,
other dates.
maybe not your home church, maybe a visiting church.
There
If
you
you
go.
really gonna do a church.
Even
I gotta take
then,
my
I'm like,
go visit another
you
church just for you to make us late. Dead that.
nah.
No, but
Dead
I'm
that.
saying like if you don't, because I mean, if they let's say they become a member or find Christ at your church, but then y'all don't make it work. Now you gotta see them every time you go to
Then
church.
you just that'll
So
be your
I'm
bad
about
luck.
to say, then you just gotta see
That's
them.
just what it is.
yeah,
But it's like, yeah,
it's
you gotta
like
know who you're
working with.
dating
It's
first
like
off.
dating your coworkers. Like now it's like,
Then you have
ah,
to take that into potential factor. If she connects at your
right.
church, you become a menu. I don't work out. My brother in Christ looks like you just gained a sister in Christ.
Like for real.
Unfortunately,
But I
For a
think
prayer.
I think we can all agree that it was just the lack of accountability, the lack of urgency, and just ultimately she ain't want to be there. She
Said
ain't want to
literally
be there.
everything she did in this story and was like, "Can you believe him? Yeah, girl, I do. I really do believe
trying to
him.
act like
Yeah.
he the bad person in the situation. Like what?
Can you believe he
No.
gave me the
That's
keys and told me to meet him inside? Yeah, girl, you had 40 minutes and then you proceeded to waste all that time when
I
you
ain't
knew
gonna lie.
y'all
Giving
both
her
had
the keys is kind of crazy. I would never do that.
he must have trusted her or thought she was adult
Man,
enough
that
to do what
might
she had
be
to do
in
and get in the damn church and do like
that I'm gonna
Giving her the
with or
keys to
without.
your whip is crazy because she could have, like she
Don't
could
let
have went
these
like
keys
that.
with the
I mean, he probably
door.
trusted her, you know, just or what adult is gonna do something so outlandish like just steal your car or not come into the church on a date y'all planned? Like,
But
or a date you said you was cool with. Like, what reason would there be for you to leave? There wouldn't be any. So he was like, she just gonna come in a few minutes. Let me just give her the keys and I'm gonna go in the church, get our seats.
But she's still out there in the park. He dodged the bullet right there. I ain't gonna lie. God opened that.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
revealed that right there. Yeah, young brother, she ain't the one. Pack
I'm with
that
you on
up.
I agree with that.
You already know she was the conversation in the group chat that whole week. Granny was lighting her up.
Oh my.
Granny was lighting her up.
Where your girl at, nephew?
But
Yeah.
but even like, not even just like first date at the church, just the first date in general, have some type of urgency, bro.
Well,
Like,
what if
and-
someone invited y'all to their church or their, I don't know, synagogue or mass or mosque?
It wouldn't be the
Uh,
first
Yeah,
date. though.
I'd go
Yeah.
if I'm real. Like,
Wouldn't be the first-
if they first,
Especially
the
if it's
first word,
important. Like,
If
you
their
invited
word-
me, so intention is there for like.
yeah, if you invited me to the church, first of all, I'm like, oh, church, all right, shorty, she got some type of relationship with God. Okay, bet, that's what I'm looking for. Let me see what their church is about, and then I'm gonna show up on time, just like I would with my church, and find a seat in the congregation, and respect the house of God. That's it. What do I look like showing up, pulling up 5 minutes before the church starts? And I'm like, yeah, let me go ahead and put some cologne on. Yeah,
Like, that's how
feel me?
you are.
Like, what?
You got an urgency. Some church people just like, y'all, it's just a place with some people in it.
Nah, I mean, would any of y'all do that? So, like, if someone else invited you to their church, are you gonna like just blow them off like that?
well-
Sit in the car for extra 40 minutes? Like, come on, you could have just went in with them at the
We're
time y'all got there.
different. I think we're just considerate people when it comes to, if you invite me somewhere, I'm on my P's and Q's for you because I'm a guest of yours. I can,
Right,
if you're doing
exactly.
something related to me,
And that's
if we
what that
going
young
somewhere
lady
related to
didn't
me
understand.
or
I think.
whatever.
Like, she was
But
thinking about
that's just-
herself.
nah, I think that's just, I don't know, I think that's just moral
I think it's just
character,
her.
I guess, or
I think
yeah, I
it's
think
her.
it's just her.
Because like
Because I feel
personally,
like just to be considerate,
I wouldn't want to. Yeah,
I wouldn't want to
Plus,
be
we grew
the.
up in the church. I know how important the prep it takes to prepare for church and the middle and the execution of it all. And being a guest
Yeah.
at somebody else's church, me personally, I wouldn't want to be there. I want to say almost when the doors open, as early as we can, so I can get a layout of where I'm gonna be for the next hour and a half or two. Shake
Exactly.
meet whoever
I don't want to
meet
be
the
like,
pastor,
hey, where's the
the bishop
bathroom?
or
And now I have to
something.
get up. Nah,
Oh yeah, get
I
my
wanna know
water,
where everything
get my fan, get wherever I need to get, so I can be seated. So when service starts and they see, oh, do we have any guests? Y'all already done seen me. I'm visiting from so and so. Y'all have a blessed day. Glad to be here, and move on. Oh, I'm here with so and so.
Exactly.
But that's
It's
just
just
me.
it's just a matter of common courtesy, really.
Plus, when I'm on
That's what
somebody
it
else,
ultimately boils down to.
I have that mind frame. He's like, oh, I'm supposed to be
Yeah.
out with so and so. All right, I'm texting you. I'm ready when you are. Before you're even texting me, you're on the way. All right, we have this much the distance. I know where the church is, how long it takes to get from my place to yours, from my place to the church.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll have and we might be sitting in the car way before we even need to go into the church. That extra 20 minutes
Right.
may have just been in the car talking before service starts. And then maybe like 15 minutes prior to, we would have got out the car and went in the church. But that's just me. She ain't got that kind of
Yeah,
urgency, that kind
it really just
that-
boils
time
down to the,
stuff
the
to do that,
individual.
or the wherewithal to care about it. She said, oh, it's a tape. We're on each other's time. It doesn't matter when we get there, as long as we're together.
Nasty work.
When that's not the
Nasty
case
work.
in this circumstance, when he just like, I came and got you at 9:20. You were already 5 minutes late. Church starts at 10. We got 30 minutes to get there and be seated. And right when we get there, 10 o'clock on the dot, you decide to, pull that mirror down. Oh, I got to redo my lip gloss. Oh, my feet looking a little cracked. Let me break out my oil. Take off the shoes, oil up your feet, rub it all in. and put the shoes back on. Girl, take these keys and I'll meet you inside.
She ain't want to be on that date. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
bro. You can't convince me that she wanted to be on that date, bro. If you doing all
I-
that,
Women
First, I
move
think she did-
mountains for men they want to be with. That they like. What? She gonna leave work. My kid's sick, or bubble guts. I gotta go. I'm sick. Like,
something's wrong with her husband, not or with her man, not just because, oh, I just need to be by his side.
nah, because there used to be like a running joke online. When you get that "Hey, big head" text, they drop everything. Don't matter if she at work, if she at church, it don't matter where she at. She could be at a family gathering. Hey, big head.
Well,
y'all,
we
I gotta
have
go. Like,
some
Yeah,
of us
but
have
that-
spines, so we don't do that
Not
anymore.
just to be with him. We know when you text somebody
nah,
something,
But I'm
you up.
saying
you know what's going
women
on
do
with
that for the man or men they
Mm.
want to. So
Yeah, to want
he ain't
something
one of
with
them. Unfortunately, this
his-
brother in this situation, he ain't one of
It
those
was in
men
fact
that
the first
she would do
date, so you
anything
never
for.
know.
Because I mean, you just gotta read the behavior, the actions. Actions speak louder than words. Like she's saying between the lines, I don't want to be here. I don't care to be here like
exactly.
that.
Like, bro,
Like,
that's as simple as that.
mhm.
Stop caping for this woman, yo. She ain't want to be on that date.
I'm
She
not
wouldn't have done all that extra nonsense and
called the
nah.
benefit
Yeah,
of doubt. She may have wanted
Yeah.
to be
the
with
benefit
him
of the doubt.
at church.
Simone Samis,
How about that?
he said church starts at 10 a.m. on the dot. He wanted to be there at 10 a.m. She doing all this other hoopla, hula hoops, jumping jacks, and she ain't, bro, she ain't want to be there. Let's
Y'all never been
call a
late to
spade a
church?
spade. She ain't want to be there.
Mitri, I said that. I said maybe she
No,
wants.
I'm just
maybe she wanted
reiterating.
to
She didn't want to be
with him.
there.
Maybe she didn't want to be at church, but she wanted to be with him, and that's why she left after he went in the church and said, "Lock up and meet me on the inside."
No, he dodged the bullet.
Left me on a date
God
that
opened
was
his eyes.
I think
Dodged
that's
the
the reach.
bullet.
it's
Like, I don't know. I
You can
just
want to be
think
somewhere and just not. I can want to be with my partner, but not want to be at a certain place.
hot water for you. So yeah, as long as you're there, she will be by your side. But he decided to go, and she was like, you know what? I didn't like that. I thought it was you and me, and that was just me sitting in your car. So you know what? Let me call up my homegirl. Come get me. Oh yeah, I left. Text
but
them.
I think that's childish or immature. Like, cause he went in. Like
She wants to be.
she was doing
I said,
extra
you
with
a-
that whole makeup thing.
You
That
a
was
grown
extra.
ass woman. Get out that car and go into come on.
Right.
Stop,
She
bro.
could have went into the church restroom to finish up doing fixing herself up, all that. Like, but come on.
He left me inside. I'm gonna call my homegirl to come pick me up. What time? Oh yeah.
She's about
He
to walk
dodged the
into
bullet.
a known place by herself that she was supposed to be with him.
Yeah, she's capable. Like, come on.
Oh, now
She is a
What?
grown
To
woman.
lock the
She can
car
get out
and
that
walk in the
door.
church, she's capable.
Exactly. Stop it.
oh,
Come on.
please.
Nah. I
My
wouldn't have
anxiety.
went
I'm
in.
not trying to hear that, bro.
See, everyone
I
can be
don't know
anxious
I'm not
how
trying to
until
hear
it's
that,
you.
bro.
Nah,
can you?
I wouldn't have went in.
Wasted
not
that
that big a
man's
deal.
time.
It
Nasty
is
work.
though. It is to some people. I wouldn't have went in neither.
Nasty work.
Mm-hmm. Nah,
I would've
man,
hit
nah.
you key at the door.
Yeah,
If
I would
the
have been like,
answer
"Can you
is
meet
no,
me at the door?"
you later.
Sure.
gotta-
She could have been something, or she could have put some haste in her step, some pep in her step or something, like
Let's just
Have
all
some
write it
courage.
off that they were both
Be a
wrong and
gracious-
we're fine.
No, Simone,
Yeah.
stop. We're not doing that, bro. It's
Could've
clear
told
that
him-
the
could've
woman
told
in the
him.
situation is wrong.
I feel like every party should have their faults in this. In the whole situation of her, who's in the wrong, him or her, it is obviously her. Could we find faults in both people? Sure.
Yes,
Called a
exactly.
It's not about finding fault in both. He was just doing his thing. He just went into the church.
He didn't want to be
They
here.
both could be wrong.
Hey,
He could have waited for her.
After she wasted his time for past 40 minutes. See, that's what's wrong. No, stop.
He
Not
could
doing
have
that,
waited for her. That one time you
they-
can't be late to church once.
No,
that's
it's
his
clear
regimen. That's the whole. It's come on. It's the
But
But she's
principle.
not a part. You
Church-
expect her to be a part of the regimen? You could walk in with that girl and just be like, this one time. Come on.
No.
And
no.
her be-
You
Exactly.
must not realize that some people's faith is more than others, man. It's clear
it
to
would-
that man.
And it would.
If it's
falter
obvious
the
that
one
he wants to be
and-
here at 10 o'clock,
And it would
then
falter
that's
the
where he's
one
gonna
time
be.
he's late. It would falter and go to the wayside the one time he's late. A few minutes.
No,
Hell,
I don't
you
think.
You got bigger fish
I don't
to
think that's
fry.
the point, Mom.
I think
That's- I
no.
think
'Cause
we're-
if you're
I
saying,
think
well,
we've
he needs to
migrated
be there.
away
If he wanted to
from-
be there on time, she should just get on. It's one time. The one time you brought her to church, and she's a
Nah.
little
And then
iffy about
that
You
one
start
time will
giving in
turn
now,
into 2.
You'll be giving in
That
later.
one time will turn
it.
into
And
2.
that's
That
where
2
we're
time
trying
will
to
turn
go.
into 3.
Wrap it up.
What you mean, rap? No, like you. If he were to say, no, you know what?
Talk about
I'm
giving
going
in.
to give it. I'm gonna let my
It's
typical
one time.
protocol go.
After the fact, he
Nah,
had a conversation with her.
setting a
Like, look,
precedent. Nah, he
She
dodged
wasn't
the
trying.
bullet because she wasn't gonna
That
be
person you're being
cooperative or
considerate
agreeable
of.
throughout that relationship if they were to continue
That one
it
time
on.
starts, then it becomes 2 times, then it becomes 5, then it
Or
becomes
you
7,
can have a
so on and so
conversation with
forth.
us like,
Or
hey, we
in
were late
different
this
other
morning.
situations, you're always, giving
Oh,
in,
God.
or when like
Or
she can do her part.
Or
after the
Or
first,
what?
you can have a conversation later.
or her making y'all late.
And what if
You
that
can
conversation
take that
leads to
like-
nothing?
Anytime after that, that's a him.
Exactly.
Say that one more time. What was that last part you said?
If-
Denise?
First time of her making him late to church, he could have checked that right then and there. Be like, hey, that was cute and all that nonsense you did this morning, but with me, it's I'm in the church before 10 o'clock. Not my butt in the seat, 10 on the clock on the dot. We're inside the church for when church begins. This putting all your extra stuff in the car, trying to stop and get coffee, dead that. Because Sunday morning, you either make it at home or you don't get it at all. Because with me, I attend church on Sunday, and
I
where I'll
mean,
be at
it's
this
the
time.
same principle as getting breakfast in the morning before school. If you're gonna stop to like Bojangles or something, you know you're gonna be late for that first bell if you go to fucking Bojangles. So why would you even go? Like,
want to make all
That
that.
doesn't stop people
whatever.
from not going. This
Bring
I
that up.
know, but I'm saying the point is, then you go to what, late class or whatever they do at schools now. There's gonna be a consequence. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't.
He could have.
exactly.
for
That's
every
why you
action
have
is
the
real.
conversation after.
Yeah.
What conversation is there to be had? What
If
act,
you just be
the-
like,
she showed no.
just like
Let's
Denise
let's
said.
no. Let's really talk about it. She showed
Y'all
who
can
she
get
really
that one and
was
done.
on this
Ugh.
first date. She didn't want to go, and he ain't. There's nothing to talk about.
You're making the assumption she
He
didn't want to
gave-
go. She was not
I don't
making
think that's
it
an
a price
assumption.
problem.
Simone,
inference.
literally
That's like-
everybody in the comments
If
of
y'all
that
aren't the
TikTok are
girl,
like, you
that's
are
why you
wasting
have
this
the
man's time.
conversation. So the conversation, so you can find out all these things like, actually, I didn't really want to go to church on this first date. I thought we were just gonna hang out, and I don't like how you went to church without me. And then he could come back with, well, I came early, 40 minutes early to pick you up, and you were still 5 minutes late getting in the car, even though we made plans for this prior to. And then you wanted to stop for coffee and do all this other stuff. But I'm the kind of person I want to be in church before church starts, not when it starts or after. And if we want to continue this relationship, I need you to make that a priority as much as I need you to.
No, but when
And if
someone
it's enough-
plays in your face the first time, you don't have to give them a second chance to do it again. Like,
And that's how the relationship will
Y'all
die.
all
based
about
off that.
extend.
Y'all- you messed
Don't
up
in
once.
church they talk about extending. Don't in
Grace.
church they talk about extending
no.
grace to people.
Answer the question. Answer the question. Did she play in that man's face? Yes or no?
I think my
No, I
statement
don't
was
think so.
yes. Or no, she didn't. I don't think she did. I think
Yeah,
don't in
she
church
did.
they tell you
I
that extending
think
grace to
that the
people,
date is
it's
not
all
a
about being
priority.
forgiving and kindness and all that stuff when it's teaching someone a lesson, unless you're the one who actually has to do the teaching.
No, I think
Yeah. Grace is so much harder to give to someone when you're the person who has to extend the
no.
hand and be like and say it's okay and move on and try to move forward with the person who hurt you in some sort of way or disrespected you or let you down and played in your face and wasted your time.
Meet
It's
Samuel.
different when you're
We're
the one
not
who has to
saying
put in the work to be that person.
we're not saying
No,
Exactly. Get in your
she's
It
nah.
sound
saying
word.
like
this,
the
I don't
goalpost
think
is
that's the same
moving a
thing.
lot. I ain't gonna lie to you.
guys.
I think it is.
We're not saying that she's not wrong in this way. She is. She was supposed to go on
Yeah.
a date with this man, did not have the time management and urgency she should have as someone who is supposed to be on a date or doing something with somebody else. But we're also still saying you can't be a one and done. Oh, this is the consequence of you not doing this one thing. He's
I'm
like,
saying,
have the
can't
conversation.
you?
as a man, like you pay attention, or just a grown adult, you pay attention to the behaviors, the natural behavior someone shows you. Don't like believe them to be what they show themselves to be. Like
You would write off
And then
every
if you
single person who would
like
hurt
if someone shows
you or
you
did
that
something you
no,
don't like.
I didn't say every
Time
single
they do it.
person. It's using discernment. Like you gotta pick and choose with your own choices and decisions
you can take what happened and
based
then
off the
move on to
context of the situation.
not just be this person didn't do something I like and now they show me who they were once.
Just in this
one time.
context of the situation, if she was in the car because her stomach was hurting or this or that, like she was lightheaded and she wanted to give herself a
I
few
don't
minutes, that's different.
matter.
But that's different from what she did, what this young lady did. That's what I'm saying.
I think the context is different. I think exactly what Sami
Nah. This
Gotta
was
be
just
able-
her
Ultimately,
You
she
would never
played in
talk
this man's face.
You would stop talking to every single person if the first time that they did something you didn't like or did you wrong, if that was the
no,
case.
with this
If
particular
it's something
case,
no. In this particular situation, if it's something as serious as, yo, church starts for me at 10 o'clock, and you are a regular member of the congregation, and you come to church early, and you let it be known, church starts at 10.
You don't know
And
if that
you
happened.
doing all this, getting Starbucks, you doing all this frilly frowling, and then the moment we come to church, 10 on the dot, oh, I gotta put oil on the bottom of my shoes, X, Y, and Z. The person gonna feel some type of way because you clearly not taking this seriously.
Exactly.
That
Then you
religion is a
need-
part of their
and
life.
I don't even
Now-
think he was being petty. He was like being accommodating, actually. Like he let her stay in his vehicle, gave her
Being
the
upset is
key,
valid.
and then waited for her to come in. He didn't expect. I'm pretty sure he didn't expect her to take as long as she did. And then to hear her say,
think
"Yeah, I
that's
called my friend to come get me." What?
I think that's valid. Everything about it is valid.
Yeah, I think
It's just you.
with me, you go with him, and then when that didn't happen, some people aren't comfortable just walking in to certain spaces by themselves. So she was like, you know what? This was supposed to be a date, and he
Then
did.
she
So
should have
you know,
went in when he went in and followed
And
the
then we also-
leader.
I'm not here to talk
And then
about
if she
what
still
he
had some,
or-
freshen up to do, she could have said, "Can you excuse me to?" He point me to the women's restroom, and then do her thing in there and go to her seat with the man she
that's
came with.
something to her.
I'm just saying that'll solve the problem of being, anxious of going into a new place
Then you
by
talk-
yourself.
You give them this. What did we learn today?
How about me?
Grace and compassion.
Yeah.
Mm.
And forgive
Don't
me.
have that elite.
And you're not
Hey,
gonna be perfect on every.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all stretching this field with this goalpost. I'm not gonna lie to you. Y'all stretching the field like it's too.
Is talking about the next step after this because we don't know if they was
don't
texting
divide
again
the
after that
sister
or he was
and
just like, yeah, she's not the one for me. We don't know the conversation that happened afterwards. I'm
Yeah.
just saying
We are
that
talking
needs
about the
to be
context of the
conversation
situation
if
at
it doesn't
hand.
happen. we want this
That-
relationship to work.
That's
I'm
it.
not
Whatever
saying she's
whatever
wrong.
text message stuff they had, we
That's
don't know
the-
what was said on the back burner. We don't know. But in the context of this situation, it was clear that she did not want to go on this date. She played in this man's face. Clearly, this is something that he does on a regular basis, and she didn't respect it. And the fact that and when he goes and
Moving on
decides
to the
to,
one
I'm going into
conversation-
church, you come in, she felt some type of way, called her homegirl. That just shows something right there. And he dodged a bullet.
Oh my
Mm,
God.
Doesn't the
That's
Bible
how
say
I interpret the
forgive?
situation.
Doesn't the Bible say
Right.
forgive 7 times?
So me,
7
if
times
someone
7 or something?
you are trying to date cannot respect the time that you are on for something
my
as
God.
serious as church or anything else that goes on in your life, you dodged a bullet. They probably don't respect anything else that you want to do outside of that.
Mm,
Then you need to have that conversation and be like, what is going on, bro? We had a plan for this. What's
Man,
going
I mean,
on?
she
Need
didn't even
no
give.
conversation, man. Come, stop doing
Right.
that.
And after,
I mean, she didn't give
Nothing-
him the.
oh well, I fall or
If
I
she
thought
really didn't want to
da-da-da-da.
go, she could have just said, "Yeah, I'm not really into the church thing. We can meet up after church or something like that." If she wasn't gonna respect,
We're already
the-
on the date. Rather
respect
she
even
wanted
if
to
it's
or
not even about respecting church, it's respecting him in the situation. Like it could have been anywhere. Like they could
And
have been
what
going to the
conversations
park,
need
and
to
then
be
you.
had? And
Yeah.
hold up, Sam. What?
Mhm.
How am I gonna have a conversation with you about this when you've already called your homegirl to come pick you up? You did not want to be there. You clearly felt some type of way once I went inside that building that I go to on a regular basis every Sunday morning on time. Hey,
Mhm.
what Sam say? The spirit of the sermon. Hey,
Right.
hey,
Yeah.
God's
That
never
was-
wrong. So
Yeah.
then had the conversation after the fact. Bring up that did you even want to be here
We
on
not-
this date, church? Have that conversation. Be like, what was all that this morning? Because we made the plan to do this. I came to your house to pick you up, and then it felt like at every turn you decided to throw anything in the way to make it us late to church. And to me, that's not fair to me because I attend church regularly, and I like to be inside the church, not when it starts, but before it starts at 10 a.m.
Right.
So, and explain, yeah, I left because I told you we needed to get in the church. We got here 10 on the dot. Already late. On time is not on. Late is on time. On time is late.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I did hand the keys because I felt like I had been through enough and I just wanted to go to church. So I gave you my keys, go and said finish up and meet me on the inside. But then you were hurt by that and you left. So what do we need to do for us to move on to the next step? Did you want to even be here? If not, you could have just told
We
me
don't
that.
need
Step
to
is I
do
don't talk.
nothing.
He don't talk to her no more.
we don't
That
need to
is-
do nothing. Stop playing.
He is
It
done
relates-
with
She is
her.
not
If
the
he
one.
respects himself, he is done with her.
Oh,
So,
stop it. Doesn't the Bible say
Pride
forgiveness
not in
7
the way
times?
of the relationship.
Nah.
That is in your ego.
Y'all
That's
about
called
Bible says-
self-respect. You gotta drop her.
Yeah.
Delete her number. You don't even remember her anymore. She's dead to you. That's it.
When
Did
you're
you
when
only
if
die
you
for
even
the,
have
for the people
how did this
It's
last?
or not at all?
How do you have a lasting relationship and it's not dropping them after one mistake? Your pride and your ego is what's getting in the way of it.
Nah.
They don't
nah,
respect
nah.
If she can't respect
you don't
something as
respect her
serious
enough to
as
have a
another
conversation
person's
about-
religion, then she can't. She's not gonna be serious about anything
Or
else.
someone else's time. Like,
How do you know you didn't talk to her? You just dropped her.
no, but I'm saying,
Oh, mute,
no.
mute on the mic.
No. No.
Yeah. It's called having a conversation. Y'all
Exactly.
want to go and your pride is all because no one's respecting you.
It's not
But
about
you don't even-
pride.
But
It's
you-
about
Pride?
You said
self-respect.
if he
When
respects
somebody
himself, he does
treat you
defend the
outside of the way
He would
that
just
you
stop
would have
talking.
treated them or you would have done for yourself, nah, you kill
He's
him to
not-
the
it's not even
curb.
in
You
a
don't give him a
regular
chance to do it again.
Okay. No.
regular
Look.
relationship. You're not gonna be perfect all the time.
Let
Like,
me
some
ask y'all
things
this:
don't need
if
to be
someone plays in
conversated
y'all
about.
face,
Oh,
We
blatantly,
can talk about
are you
it,
going
and
to
then
respect
still
them?
just be done.
I will check them
This
for
is
that action.
This is two different things to me.
She basically played in this man's face. Let's keep it a
You
buck.
go in her face
Y'all
and
are
check that
doing
action. You don't just be like, you know what, this girl's
No,
playing
you.
with me. Because in her mind, she thinks she's just doing
Hey,
whatever. That's why you need to check people when they
Yeah.
treat you poor, not just back out when you feel like, you know what, this
hey,
isn't going my
not
way.
everybody going. Not everybody
Then
gonna do
that's when
that.
you
When
make the
people,
move to
when
stop
people
talking
get
to them, Demetrius. But you don't just to be like, you know what, this
exactly.
person
No,
fair to me,
what I'm
and
saying
that's
is
not how
this:
life works.
if someone plays in your face, 9
y'all
times out
hear
of
me?
10, people just gonna be like, "All right, bet, say less," and they just
Me,
gonna leave the situation and not talk with them. Not everyone's gonna have the conversation afterwards, Mies.
and
That's
but
what I'm
you're
saying.
have a relationship
If
with this
you
person.
care,
You had that conversation
yeah.
if you want the relationship to work. Now,
Well,
after the
we
fact,
don't
you
know if
check them
they're
on the,
in a
you check them
relationship.
on that action
It's the first day.
and be like, yeah, this is why this isn't gonna work because I didn't feel respected in this situation when we had a date together and you did everything in your way to disregard me, and I'm not feeling that. So if
Not
this
a
is gonna
10.
work, I need you to communicate properly when you don't see something, when you actually and say what you mean instead of playing in my face with this action. I'm just saying have the
Mhm.
conversation. You're saying, oh, one and done. My respect, my ego, my pride. She ain't even gonna show the respect for me. It's like, okay,
It's
she's not
not
showing you
about
respect.
ego.
Tell her why
People's
she's not
time is
respecting you.
valuable, Samis. People respect their time. She clearly did not respect this man's time. What is the what?
It's,
Then
What?
tell her
when
that.
you take things too personally. Exactly. It might not
You're
have
trying
been
to
on
put a
purpose. Just
that's
because I
this
do
relate.
something doesn't mean I intentionally went out of my way to disrespect you
Yeah,
and all that sort of stuff. Sometimes just
Samis
have
and
the
Simone,
conversation
this
to have the
woman went to go
conversation.
get
You
Starbucks
can
knowing
still
they had 40 minutes to get to
you
the
can
church.
still
And the
drop her
first 5
after the fact. You can still drop them after saying your piece. But being like, this is why we aren't going forward because I don't think you cared enough about my time or where we needed to be
and
to
going
take it into
in life.
consideration how I would feel. And then you left me. So it's just having that conversation. You can still be all this stuff, but it's about communication. If you wanted a relationship with this person, you wanted to share that part of yourself with them, so do it.
that's fine. I hear what y'all are saying. What I'm saying is, if people know that their time is being played with, they are not going to have that conversation. They're gonna be like, "Oh, all right,
And that's
all right.
another thing of immaturity.
How is that?
Then you have to live with
How
that
is that
consequence.
immature? What?
That's
Not
not
No.
communication.
Hold on.
yes, Mitri. Even if you don't
If
verbalize
somebody
the
is playing
issue,
in my
that doesn't
face,
mean then they will continue to play in your face because they think you don't see it. Because you didn't bring it
no.
up. You're
When
like, hey, you're
people
playing it.
know when somebody is
But what
playing in
you
their
do?
face,
Yes.
I don't have to bring it up if I can clearly see it.
Yeah, you can
Yes,
Why
see
would
it.
I have
should
to bring
still
something
bring it
up?
up.
No,
But they
no,
acting like they don't see it.
no.
So you
Why
need
would
to
I do
verbalize.
that?
I
If
can
this
see
person
what
is
you're
wasting, if this person is wasting all of this time, we
If you
grown
are
out here. We grown
no,
out here.
well,
If
think
somebody
about
is
it.
clearly
If
wasting my time,
if
I'm
you're
not
we're
grown
going to
out,
have the
you should be able to
conversation.
well,
communicate.
Because you would.
Demetrius,
How are
exactly.
you gonna
Not
have
And
everybody gonna do
successful
that.
if
well,
you aren't
let's think about it
communicating
as if
whenever it's an issue?
yeah, like just think about it, like
I'm
in the
saying
perspective of
this.
you're standing
No.
People
outside.
know when their time is being wasted.
Oh my
People know
god.
when
And
there's
you need to
other people's time is disrespecting their time. If someone who is a religious
just
person who goes to church, reads the Bible, X, Y, and Z, is always there on time, and you don't respect that, what more we have to talk about? Nothing.
well,
I gave you this time, you didn't respect it. You was doing all
then
X,
tell
Y, and Z, and the moment we get there, we don't gotta tell
but this isn't
nobody nothing.
this isn't some
You do it
everybody
in your
thinks they don't owe
actions.
nobody nothing just because they feel away. You actually do. It is owed to you to be respected and regarded in such a way just as it is them. And you have to be
Nah.
within
Like
yourself
the
to
thing
know,
is,
you know
she
what?
knew what energy
I'm
she
not being
was
treated right. I'm gonna make
putting
sure it
out.
doesn't happen again. And voice your concerns. That's how stuff
Nah, I
get
think
changed.
like when
Sitting
you
mute on the
having the
act,
mic,
hard
you're a
that's when
grown
conversations.
that you
person. Like
get walked
you
all
know
over like
what
a
you're
doormat.
doing when you're
Exactly.
Because
doing
they
it,
think they
but
know they're
being
playing in your face,
delusional, like
but they know you aren't
you
about to
don't
check them
know.
on it.
Now, some things you just
Who said we're
there's
not
no
about to
need to
check them?
conversate about.
We ain't
You
gotta
just
say
said
nothing.
you wouldn't.
Block, delete. We ain't gotta see no more. That's checking it right there to some people. You played in
It's
my
not.
face, and I know that you played in my face. So I'm gonna do something, and we not gonna talk no more. Keep it moving.
Right. Just remove yourself respectfully.
On my side,
Is that
this
is that wrong to do?
Do you hear me?
So
Okay.
I
then,
mean,
like I
the
said, not a lot of people gonna have that conversation. They see one time. All it takes is one. That's the saying. All it takes is one. And when they see it,
Right.
yeah, understandable.
take is one
but
conversation.
some well, it
Yeah.
also can be said that some people don't have that communication. She still could have been like, well, oh, he just didn't talk to me after that. Oh well, his loss. She could not have any sense of like, I did anything wrong. She'd be like, oh, his loss, just go about my day.
That's
She
fine.
wouldn't
She
have
don't have
thought
to realize she
anything.
did
She
anything
wouldn't.
wrong.
She
You
wouldn't have
know.
thought
So
anything.
let's keep it moving.
Sometimes that's
And
not
that's how
enough.
some people operate. Some people aren't gonna want to have that conversation because what's the point? You could. She wouldn't have thought anything. That's fine, cause she already knows. You know, Simone. You
What?
know when somebody is playing in your face, right or wrong.
Possibly. Sometimes.
So if somebody is playing in your face, why
I
would you
don't. I
then
wouldn't.
try
but-
to have a conversation about that, knowing that it was already right there in
To-
your face?
To stand up
That's
for.
what I'm saying.
To stand up for yourself, Demetrius. Sometimes just saying it, just to advocate for
You're
yourself.
breaking up, Mom. What were you saying?
It doesn't matter if the person sees it as
Hello?
what you wanted to see it as, or
Can
the
you hear me,
truth, or
Tree?
whatever the situation actually is.
Ah, no,
You-
where the
For
audio
respect for
at?
yourself, being like, you
do
know
you
what,
hear
this
me?
is wrong.
Hello.
I'm not gonna be here.
Hello. Hello.
Do you hear me?
Hello. Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3. I hear you, Mitri.
Just standing up for yourself.
But Simone's breaking up.
Okay, I don't know if it's delayed or not, but that kind of came out pretty late. Oh,
Yeah. I mean, we can go with that main portion from before, that 50 minutes from before,
oh man.
because it's reconnecting Simone. It might be reconnecting.
Oh, can anyone
Me
hear
too.
me? Is the
I can.
audio good for y'all?
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. I think we could end it here, y'all, because I think it. Yeah,
Oh my
it's.
gosh. Okay, good. Wow.
Can you hear me?
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. On technical difficulties, I guess, with their Wi-Fi. But I think this is time for us to wrap it up. Got a little heated, you feel me? Friendly conversation. But let me know what you guys think. Was lady with the church date wrong? Was old boy in the right for leaving her to go into his church? Let me know what y'all think. I'm on the side of, hey, you know when somebody's playing in your face, you're not going to take that disrespect. Obviously, we have different varying opinions. So at the end of the day, what do y'all think? If you guys like this, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure you get those Spotify downloads up. Make sure you check me out on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram. Make sure to check out the YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to that. Might start going live here with the podcast as well. You might see me on the Twitch side for real as well. So let's go ahead and make sure that you guys are following your boy, the best in the world. Hopefully the audio wasn't too bad this episode. Hope y'all got the gist of it. But as always, the best in the world. I'm out. Peace, love, positivity, always. We outside. You're